It's no secret to anyone that I'm a huge fan of the Halo franchise. I've played every mainline title to completion multiple times, grinding multiplayer for countless hours, but instead of playing the newest titles, I find myself going back to the older ones. Why is that? Halo Infinite was supposed to be the comeback game for 343.
You know, after the train wreck of Halo 5 Guardians, it had a fantastic multiplayer launch, but what went wrong after that? Did the Halo community just die? Did 343 make another flop? Did Satan himself rise up and doom the game from the start? Well, no. Before I talk about Halo Infinite, let me just say, I love the Halo franchise, and I really enjoyed Halo Infinite as a whole.
How are you 0-5? I just know.
Most of it. The day campaign was released, I actually skipped school, stayed home, and beat the entire game. And on top of that, I spent hours and hours grinding the multiplayer, and I climbed to top of Diamond. I wasn't bad at the game, and the game wasn't bad either. So why is it dead? Why is it a dead game? It gathered tons of new fans and old to play the multiplayer when it first came out, and everybody had a blast. Streamers, kids, Fortnite kids, everyone was loving this game. There were new mechanics, new maps, new guns. It was sick. Everything about the game was incredible. And 343 really knew what they were doing at first. They knew people loved Reach. So what'd they do? They copied Reach. But did they copy Reach too hard? What happened? Was them trying to replicate the past the problem? No. Mimicking the beauty of Reach was not the downfall of Halo Infinite. I'd even argue that it was the main reason it blew up to begin with. It was the emptiness in in-game purchases that really killed off this game. To start off, the game launched with just multiplayer, which was free for everyone to enjoy. This was not part of the problem. This was incredible. Everybody loved this. Great move. It built up hype around the game, built up hype around the campaign. Everything was going great. Huge player base. The downfall was how empty everything was. After you played the game for few hours, you played everything. All you could play was big team battle and quick play. Quick play was full of around like 3 to 4 game modes. It was like Slayer, Oddball, Domination, and there weren't very many maps. There were 7 quick play maps and 3 big team battle maps. And then there's a battle pass. Why was there a battle pass? Wasn't this game a beta, technically? They had multiplayer beta plastered everywhere. So why is there a battle pass in a beta? What even is a beta anymore? Games will just slap beta on something when it's incomplete and they have to release something. They need something to show for the years that they've been promising. It's annoying and unfair to the players spending $60 to play a broken game. But at least 343 made this beta free, but then asked for $20 for a set of armor that was in the trailer. Awesome, thank you. Much appreciated. In order to make your Spartan look as advertised in the game, you had to spend your entire paycheck on this game. Meanwhile, Halo Reach, Halo 3, even Halo Master Chief Collection offer everything for free. Every battle pass is free, every armor set is free. All you have to do is play the game and level up.
Let's check out the shop right now. Okay, this is $18, this is $15, this is $34, 14, 16, 15, $8 for a blue color pretty much. Okay, what do you get in the $34 thing? You get the slime. Like, it's not that they're bad cosmetics, it's that they're expensive as hell.
It's not like 343 is some poor indie company that needs your money. No, they are nursed and bottle fed by Microsoft, a multi-billion-dollar company. An armor set should not cost $20. Especially when I owned the armor 10 years ago on my Xbox 360. I should just have it. I should be able to re-unlock it. I should not have to buy it. This isn't even talking about the XP system in the Battle Pass. So you'd spend $10 $5, I believe, on the battle pass. And then you had to put in hours and hours of time just to get a level, maybe 2.
That's hilarious. I got almost 60 hours in the game right now, and I'm on the tier 40. That's fucking pathetic.
It was awful. It was a mission-based XP system where you had some weekly missions and a few daily missions. And each level takes 1000 XP, and there were 100 tiers. You would get your first game would be like 500 XP, right? The next game, maybe 300. After that, it was 100 XP a game.
50? Like, bro. What?
That is insane. That is unfair. Giving players about a tier a day is criminal. Their XP system was worthless. The only perk that the pass has to it is that they don't expire. You can go back and do any battle pass you ever want, whenever you want, which I think is nice, and everyone should do that. It should be a common practice in battle passes, especially if it takes nearly 100 days to beat your battle pass. Okay, putting the corporate greed aside for a bit, let me talk about how hollow the game truly was. Okay, we already established that the launch was really just the free multiplayer, which I still believe, to this day, was good. It built up great hype. Then a month later, the campaign was finally released, and to say it was underwhelming was a bit of an understatement. Purchasing the full game was supposed to be so much more, but instead we got an empty open world, no forage. You couldn't even replay the story at first. You had to replay everything, restart a new world. All the side missions were the exact same, no co-op, and you couldn't replay the average story. What the hell? I couldn't go back! But hey, the gameplay felt great. Love the gameplay. Graphics, pretty good. A nice art style. Too bad it had nothing to back it up with. They did warn players ahead of time of the lack of co-op and forage and everything, but this was already after multiple delays of the game that we were promised years before it actually came out. In 2018, they had to just scrap and restart everything, so that could be cause for some issues, but what kind of Halo doesn't launch with forage or co-op? Halo 5 already got tons of backlash for the lack of split-screen co-op, so why did they do it again? And why did they also remove online co-op? Now, forage and online co-op are in the game now. No split screen still. They came out a year late. By then, the player base had already died off and all moved on to other unfinished games.
Let's play some forage. This is a really nice skybox. This is a map? This okay. Forge menu. Let's see what we got. We have a lot of stuff. This is a lot of stuff. Wow. There's a lot of cool things you can do here. I just don't understand this shit. Why is it doing that? What the fuck? Parkour, guys.
I mentioned earlier that the open world was empty and the side missions were repetitive for the entire game. Here's some gameplay. Here's me playing the game recently.
What the fuck? It's such a cool open world. There's just nothing here. Okay. That's it.
After you finish the lackluster campaign, or even before you finish it, you have a pretty decently sized open world to explore and clear of banished outposts. Now, in 343's defense, they do have a decent amount of these outposts and prison holds to clear through. The issue comes from them all being the exact same thing. I'm not kidding. Each one is copy and pasted. The only unique encounters in this game, outside the story are the high value targets. And they're only unique because they have special weapons that they drop and then you have access to. 343 did include some collectibles for you to find and collect, but those are all displayed on the map. They're not hidden. Skulls are still in this game. They're hidden in the campaign missions. That's nice. I'm happy they did that still. They included skins for multiplayer and armor upgrades for the campaign, but they're all displayed on the map. There's no challenge, there's no hunt to be had. It cancels out the entire point of having these rare skins and collectible materials when they're just easily displayed. Like, cool, I have an exclusive skin in my gun in multiplayer, but so does everybody else. And not to mention that the skins, they suck. They're just the gun, but they're kind of red and dark gray now. They suck.
This game actually just copied, like, Shadow of Mordor. Like, bar for bar.
Overall, players like myself just got super bored of the game. There's nothing to do other than the repetitive broken multiplayer.
Wait, broken multiplayer? What do you mean? You said you really liked the multiplayer.
Oh yeah, did I forget to mention how bad the ranking system was? I know I mentioned how bad the XP was, but no, the ranking system was just as bad, maybe worse. You would win a painfully annoying game and you'd gain no rank. You'd literally gain nothing or next to nothing. Sometimes you would lose rank. It was awesome. Launch Ranked was one of the worst competitive gaming experiences I've ever had. I had to take this to Reddit. I'm not even a Redditor. And I had to complain to Reddit about this, and everyone that replied to my shitty little post all said the same thing. That it doesn't work and they lose rank. They just like, lol, yeah, it happens. In my Reddit post, I complained about the XP system not working and that I lost rank for winning my games. And I quote,
Just played a game of free-for-all with double XP on trying to complete challenges, and I finished 2 of them. Got 10 assists, and got a cumulative score of 2,000 in free-for-all. Thank God the game decided not to count any of it. Instead, it just redid the after-game XP from last game I played, giving me the same rewards again. How is this bug even a thing? Confuses me as much as losing rank for an oddball win. This game needs to be fixed. I have no drive to play it when I'm not being rewarded properly, and if it's there's a chance I lose rank or have no gain for my wins. WTF?
I truly don't think I could have worded that better any today, because that's exactly what happened. This was 2 years ago, and I'm still pissed reading that. The game had an awful ranking system, bad XP, repeat maps, and repeat game modes at launch. I'd like to keep reminding all of you that this was all at launch, and all of this is fixed, finally. It's too late. It's too late. The game's dead. I'm sorry, 343. The game was dead, because you released it in an unfinished state. I know I just spent the entire video hating on this game, but I really do enjoy it, and I think it's a pretty decent Halo. It has a ton of flaws and things that I personally would change, but it's still not a bad game. Anymore. 343 was hearing every complaint. They had the same complaints, and they went back and they fixed it all. It just took them a little while to get everything done and repaired. Was it too late though? Was the game dead by then? Yes. There's no way around it. Halo Master Chief Collection averages more players a month than Infinite does, which it's understandable. It's 5 games pinned against 1. The Master Chief Collection is also just better put together. Everything about it. That game had just as rough as a launch, but it's perfect. It's incredible. Master Chief Collection is doing everything right currently, and it's been for the past couple years. Amen to that. If you enjoyed Halo Infinite when it first came out 2 years ago, I highly recommend that you go back and play it again. It is still an incredibly fun game. Just don't expect a lot from the open world still. They never really added much to it. Just play the multiplayer. That's what 343 really puts all their heart into. The multiplayer is super enjoyable. There's a ton of game modes now, ton of maps. I would love to see this game thrive again. Thank you all for watching, and thank you for caring about Halo like I do. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe.